Hey y'all, welcome to the Clock Tower. I'm Colton, here with Brandon. 5 cards, 5 minutes, rares and double rares for Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Brandon, what's our first card?
Well, first up, we have Kobayashi herself. Three different effects on this card. If you have the 2/1 Tohru, all of your other human and dragon characters get an additional 1,000 power, so global 1,000. And then the main ability you're probably using this for, the Brainstorm, pay 1, rest self to salvage a character from waiting room. And when you don't want to brainstorm, you could do a draw ditch to potentially draw into things you couldn't off a brainstorm, like Climax.
This is a weird card. It's the first card in the set. It is meant to be the enabler for like the entire Resonate package. It's dependent on having one of these in hand. The 2/1 combo is not something that I think you would run a whole lot. And the draw ditch, only when you have a full board, is just not that useful of an ability. You would rather brainstorm than do that, I think. I don't think it's that good. I don't think the Resonate package in general is all that good, but there is a package with this, and there are places where it's useful. Next, level 1 Tohru combo on bar. If you have 2 or more other characters, it gains 2,000. On attack with the bar, look it up to 3 and add anything. It's on bar, which means that this is potentially loopable. Look it up to 3, add anything is pretty solid, especially in a set that has some pretty solid events that you may want to get into hand.
Yeah, no, I think it's a really interesting card because it has a pretty easy condition to meet because you're going to want to have at least 3 characters by the time you get to level 1. The power line, I think, is fine. It's a 6/5 on attack without any other additional bonuses. Any kind of additional power pump makes this combo a really solid choice. Next up, we have the level 3 Toru on choice. On play heal, the combo itself, if you have choice in Climax Zone and another character, you can either deal 1 for free or pay 2, ditch a character from hand to burn based on a number of your own choice. The fact that you can choose the amount of damage you're going to deal to be able to effectively close out a game from just about any point against your opponent.
Yeah, I wasn't super sold on this when I initially saw it, just because it's, pay 2, ditch 1 for 1 instance of damage, which doesn't read super strong. But the ability to swing for anything, and also the fact that you just have Trouble Girl basically stapled onto this as well, means that you have really good flexibility at the end of the game. You can choose to swing based on what you're seeing in your opponent's deck. And of course, there's also, the blowout play where your opponent's out all late and you just name a massive number and you just win the game. So it has some really nice utility, and I think it pairs especially well with this next card. It's the 3/2 Tohru Icy Tail. On play, draw 2, ditch 1, so it can, get into a CX or another combo piece. On attack, ditch 2, 4-card Icy Tail. So Carmen from Pittsburgh described this in his deck tech, which you should watch. The ideal play is 2 of the level 3 combo and 1 of this. You swing with this first, see what you mill out with the Icy Tail, see what's left in your opponent's deck, and then make your burn decisions with the combo based on that information. I'm a fan of this, and in testing, that board is very consistent at getting 7 damage at 3/0.
What I really like about it is that it's ditched 2 cards instead of 2 characters. So you could pay out climaxes. So that way, in combination with that combo like you were talking about, that combo has to discard specifically characters. You could get rid of events or climaxes through this. It also has the hand filter to kind of filter out an additional card that way too. You could also run this alongside the Ilulu as well. The Ilulu combo on bar. When you place the bar on stage, pay 1, so that way you can gain cancel burn based off of the character's soul. It has 3 soul triggers already. So effectively, you're paying for a pay 1, burn 4. However, when you side attack, you can reduce that damage, right? So if you're swinging for 4 at a level 3, you side attack, you're burning 1. If you get cancel burn 1. Really interesting. It also has on attack, reveal the top card, and if it's a traded character, burn 1. So you have a potential of 3 different instances of damage off of 1 card.
This card plays as fun as it reads. On play, burn 1 is a super underrated cantrip for closing a game, but even more importantly, the ability to have so much burn manipulation. You can try to basically swing for 4 3 times with cancel burn 4 each time and just try to punch your opponent in the face until they die. Or you can side with this to swing for exact lethal essentially twice. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining us. We will be back on Tuesday with a Clock Talk. The following Thursday, we'll have uncommons, commons, and trial deck cards for this set. The following Tuesday, we're going to talk about Dragon Maid a lot more. In the meantime, thank you so much for joining us. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and have a good one.
We'll see you then.